The floor is yours.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. My first question is going to be to Mr. Benitez from GoFundMe. The Minister of Public Safety stated in question period on February 8th that, quote, any funds that would go towards undermining public safety, national security, or indeed our democracy will be taken with the utmost seriousness by our law enforcement as well as our intelligence community. He also stated that we all need to be seized with the landscape as it exists around foreign interference and any funds that may be used to undermine public safety. My question is, Mr. Benitez, when did the Government of Canada reach out to GoFundMe to ask about the funding that was going for the convoy?
Thank you for the question. Mr. Chair, I'd like to begin by reiterating that we were very fortunate and very happy to be engaged with local law enforcement and local authorities as we were understanding the facts and circumstances of what was happening on the ground in Ottawa. This was very influential in our decision-making and assessing how to assess the Freedom Convoy campaign relative to our terms of service. So our communication and engagement was with those local authorities and local law enforcement.
My question was, when did the Government of Canada reach out to you?
We were not specifically outreached by the Government of Canada.
So the Minister is stating here that this is an issue of the utmost seriousness, that he was seized by this issue, and yet the Government of Canada never reached out to your organization. Is that correct? Our
interactions with the local law enforcement and local authorities, we did not receive outreach from the federal government.
And those local authorities, did they reach out to you, or did you proactively reach out to them?
We saw the statements on public media and social media from the local law enforcement and local authorities. And based on that, we began direct outreach to them to ensure that we were fully apprised of the facts and circumstances on the ground and the real-time information that was developing around the Freedom Convoy.
So to summarize what you're saying is that no law enforcement nor the Government of Canada proactively reached out to you. The Government of Canada never reached out to you with concerns about the Freedom Convoy funding, and it was you that reached out proactively to local law enforcement after you identified that there could be some issues. Is that correct?
Across all of our campaigns and activities on our platform, yes, we have frequent engagements with local and federal law authorities. In this case, what you just summarized was correct for this campaign.
Can you clarify, does GoFundMe actually handle any of the money, or is that handled through your payment processors like Stripe?
Thank you for the question. Mr. Chair, the funds, as mentioned in my opening statement, are not held by GoFundMe. Funds, donations to campaigns are processed by our payment processing partners. They are stored in accounts related to our campaigns that are managed by those payment processing partners. And then they are the ones who are dispersing funds in consultation with us out to the recipients of the campaigns.
Thank you. And did you ever identify that there were anyone on a terrorist watch list in the United States or Canada or anywhere around the world that donated through GoFundMe, or any sort of organized crime elements? Have you identified any of those people that raised money for the convoy? Did that happen, as far as you know?
Thank you again for the question. Mr. Chair, we do extensive analysis on the activities that are happening on our platform. In fact, as our goal to be the most trusted platform in social fundraising, we actually believe that we operate in such screenings above and beyond what the regulatory climate requires of us. So we do extensive screening, including KYC and Know Your Customer for recipients of funds that are going to receive funds from GoFundMe via our payment processing partner. We also do screening of donors on our platform as well, based on the donation information they provide to us, and also information that we can gather about them from our tools, third-party tools, and consultation with our payment processing partners.
So you didn't identify any, problematic people donating to the convoy, and if you had identified those people, you would have stopped it, correct?
That's correct. If we were aware that there was something like that occurring, those folks are not welcome to participate on our platform. Those activities would have been prohibited, and we would have filtered that out. Any content that we believe was in violation of our terms of service is removed from our platform, whether that's a fundraiser or whether we believe that is an inappropriate donation. And in this campaign, as part of our normal filtration activity, our tools did flag some behavior that we deemed unacceptable, and we did remove some donations.
And can you clarify, there's been a lot of rhetoric that we've heard in Parliament about this foreign financing, that this is a foreign-funded campaign to undermine Canada's national security. But we've seen numbers from you guys that says that 88% of the donors were Canadians. Can you give us a little more color on that information?
Yes, thank you for the question. Mr. Chair, as I mentioned in my opening comments, our records here at GoFundMe show that 88% of donated funds to the Freedom Convoy campaign originated in Canada, and 86% of the donors were from Canada. That information is based on the best information that we have available to ourselves based on our data, and also in consultation with the information that we're able to gather in partnership with our payment processing partners. And in fact, a large amount of that determination is based on
you'll have to wrap
credit card
up,
information.
Yeah, 5 seconds.
And I'll stop there.
Okay. Thank you very much.